Welcome to Lobster's list for June 21st, 2013. Number 1. Frontiers is an open-world RPG with inspiration from games in the Elder Scrolls series. There's also survival game elements such as hunting and foraging for food. Instead of teleporting the player, its fast travel system follows paths with the time-lapse effect. The developers want to make the game for PC, Mac, and Linux. By contributing at least $15, you can pre-order the game. It is impressive for a small team, and has a good story for how the game came to be. The funding will help add more people to the dev team. This campaign is doing very well, and hopefully it will receive enough funding for both multiplayer and Oculus Rift support to be added. Number 2. Dark Matter from Interwave is a 2.5D game with Metroid-style exploration of an infested deep space science vessel. This is from the studio that released the game Nuclear Dawn back in 2011. Enemy encounters are not pre-scripted, with the AI using behavior trees. Players aim weapons with the mouse, and shining a flashlight's beam on the creatures can make them more active. It is being developed for PC, Mac, and Linux. Backers can pre-order at the £8 tier with an invitation to participate in the beta. It has good visuals with dynamic lighting, and I like the use of oranges and blues in the dark environment. Number 3. Soul Saga from Disaster Cake is a game heavily influenced by Japanese RPGs that is being made for PC, Mac, and Linux. The lore of Soul Saga has the world split into 3 layers by an ancient event that released the corrupting substance called ink. Humanity survives thanks to alchemy in a floating city in the sky above a barrier of fierce storms that covers the planet's surface. It uses turn-based combat similar to Chrono Trigger, so enemies sometimes function as puzzles. $15 can get you a pre-order at $5 off the planned launch price. The music for the pitch video was impressive, and there are professional voice actors that have worked on English dubs of anime on this team. Number 4. DubWars is an arcade twin-stick shoot-'em-up with attacks that run parallel to the high-quality dubstep music from multiple artists. This game has been getting attention on the Ouya store with its demo, and it really needs to be watched with audio to get a proper feel for it. Its developers hope to release it for PC, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android, Xbox Live, and PlayStation Network as well. An option to pre-order the game is at the $5 tier. I was very impressed by the project page itself and bumped it up from an honorable mention. Now on to the honorable mentions. Frozen State is an open-world survival horror game set in a frozen, post-apocalyptic Siberia where parasites have created human-monster hybrids. This is prototype footage, and the game is being developed for PC, Mac, and Linux. There's a day-night cycle, real-time combat, and randomly generated building interiors. You can pre-order at the £10 tier, which is 2/3 of the planned launch price. In the footage, you may also notice the small companion robot that can assist the player by transporting loot or illuminating parts of the level. GhostControl Inc. is a ghost hunting simulator for PC, Mac, and Linux that draws inspiration from the classic XCOM games and uses the City of London as its setting. Engage in turn-based combat to trap ghosts with your team of up to 5 members. Early backers can pre-order the game for £5, with an £8 tier available after that. OpenWheel is an online racing game with races for up to 32 players with ranked teams and online championships. 4 different varieties of cars are planned, from Grand Prix models to 250cc racing karts. It has a limited £10 tier for PC pre-orders, with a £15 tier available after that. If you're competitive with racing games, then you may want to take a look at this, as it has a lot of features like player telemetry analysis. Megatokyo is a webcomic that has now come to Kickstarter to make episode 1 of a visual novel adaptation. The comic was started over a decade ago, and physical volumes published by DC Comics. 2 friends are stranded in Japan after getting off an airplane. This project is now raising funds towards stretch goals, such as more playable characters and more episodes. The game for PC, Mac, or Linux can be pre-ordered at the $10 tier. LFG, The Fork of Truth, is a comedic RPG for PC and Mac with 4-player online co-op, and there's some funny dialogue in the pitch video. It is based off the universe of the Looking for Group webcomic that launched in 2006. Early backers can pre-order at the $20 tier, with the $25 tier available after that. Those tiers include beta access and your name in the credits. The Lost Bits is an HTML5 based free point-and-click adventure with the $200 project goal. It is set in a surreal world with hand-drawn graphics. The project creator has worked on Game Jam games in the past. Salvage Trader is a 2D space trading game with mini-games being developed for Windows 8 and Mac and is already in a playable state. It has a $10 pre-order tier and is seeking $6,000 in funding for art and music assets. KR17 is a platformer with a 32-bit art style and non-linear level design, where the player must complete a mission to progress to the next level. The main character can use a variety of missiles, grenades, and mines to defeat enemies. Weapons draw power from the same battery to encourage strategic switching. You can pre-order for PC at the $8 tier, with backers that pledge higher than $15 able to access a demo. This game was previously only able to raise $367 towards a $3,000 goal, and was returned to Kickstarter asking for the same amount. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps those projects.